to be we're back here with Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, where we're in the middle of a trial. I've been like mostly able to follow this trial, but it keeps like doing this weird thing where I'm like, oh, I bet they mean this, and I'm like, wait, that's outlandish. And then they like the next line is them being like, the thing that Admiral just said, and I'm like, wait, what? I was right? I can't believe I was right. That's stupid. But it's, you know what? It's mostly been within the realm of possibility, just not super believable. So I'm okay with that. It's not like they've straight up said stuff that was impossible. Like other dang, or like led you the wrong way and made you had more than one solution that was obvious. Usually, like they've been a lot better in this trial so far about there only being one sensible solution to each question. Even though, well, one more sensible solution. It's not exactly, they've not all been like sensible, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so far this is like the smoothest trial in the game so far in terms of like logic. So let's hope it keeps up that way. I'm like pre-angry for how they explain away Mikon being the killer. So I'm like trying to like compose myself for when they get to that and it's all like, well, Mikon was actually a CIA agent or whatever.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Someone other than Hajime and Mikon is what they're saying. Because Mikon and Hajime have an alibi for the time of the murder, which, again, we don't know that's when that happened, and it probably actually happened at a different time. Although I suppose if that was actually live, then, well, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. I can't remember how long it was after Mikon and Hajime woke up together that Hajime saw that live video. So if it was in fact Mikon faking being the one going up to the noose, I guess that's possible.
It's better if we think about it like that.
I think you are wrong, but I understand why you guys have come to that conclusion, so I will let it play out,
anyway.
I'm not actually there.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
But now I'm almost convinced that it's not an accident that the like murder stylings have been the same for each chapter as in Danganronpa 1 so far. Again, a stab wound in chapter 1, a bludgeon to the head in chapter 2, and a double murder in chapter 3 where the time of death was obfuscated. So I assume this has some narrative relevance, like this is, again, because if this is all some kind of simulation, it's like the bad guys running some simulations to find out what went wrong last time using the same parameters or something. Anyway.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
I wonder why.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Oh, and again, if I am right that it is Mikon, that's another thing this has in common with chapter 3 from Danganronpa 1 is that the killer is sort of not hiding very well. I'm pretty sure chapter 3 was the only chapter in Danganronpa 1 where I clocked who the killer was before the trial started. And I think that's the only one that's happened in this game as well so far. If, again, I'm right. Which I'm, again, pretty sure of at this point, but I don't want to mislead anyone into thinking I'm absolutely certain about that, because this game sometimes is I sometimes clearly misinterpret the clues they're trying to leave for me.
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much.
No, you don't.
But that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
It's possible. The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Oh, was that our to be continued point? Man, I'm not knowing when these are about to happen. I never feel like I'm that far in the trial, I guess, when they happen. Are the trials maybe like a little shorter than the first game? That's my imagination. Why, hello there, Monomi! The moth or moss balls sure look tasty today. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. Oh, what? What's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show these jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. Oh, while you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Don't make a joke about that, Admiral. Don't make a joke about that, Admiral. Grab hold of your karma, seize your destiny. Be zen, be calm, be graceful. Come on, if your appeal's successful, there might be merchandising opportunities heading your way. Then I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Cool. And then we get the old Usami resume dealio.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
I know the feeling.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed
I don't
to
know,
have
buddy.
a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
Oh man, can you imagine what a fun game it would be? If this game didn't have any murder in it, it was actually just a fun school trip on this island where everyone was like thinking there was a murder gonna be around every corner, and it just turned into like a wholesome slice of life thing. That would be so good. I want that game.
No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Part of the plan, little buddy. Usami's theme is a bop too. It's like Monkey Ball meets like, I don't know, it's like a Smash Bros remix of Monkey Ball or something. Carrying on. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
I don't think any of us knew that before this murder though, right?
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
No, I think he's gonna continue to pout.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
I'm not convinced it was done to match the movie anyway. That was ever the intention, and that they had to stop partway. It feels more like they were trying to kill Hiyoko and Ibuki like showed up, because they had to work her into it as well or something.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It can't be. We didn't know about that rule before this murder, right?
It's not just that. Come on. Try to remember the content of the
Or
movie.
am I making that up?
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating,
Right, the
right?
murder style doesn't match. She was supposed to be perforated 100 times, if that's the case.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Okay, pinned to a tree. I see what they're getting at.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
And she wasn't arrowed in the stomach or anything. She had a throat cut.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
I wonder why you would think
That's
that.
probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
Why go out of your way to imitate a murder if you're not going to imitate the murder? Yeah.
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
Okay, I had it backwards, but... Hiyoko's murder wasn't planned? That would make sense since it's the one that she got wrong.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not
Weird to
just
get
the
all
full
defensive about it,
imitation.
Mikon.
There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Well, we can answer that, we think. Why did Hiyoko go to the music
So,
venue?
you're saying the truth behind Hiyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting.
Right, I think-
My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Is it not so that I guessed around that earlier when Sonia mentioned that that's why Hiyoko went to the music venue? It was to look at the full-length mirror there, that Mikon was over there setting up stuff with Ibuki to kill her, like in the movie, for one reason or another, and then Hiyoko just happened to show up, so Mikon had to kill her too? So are we trying to say that Hiyoko walked in on Mikon doing a heccin murder, and that's the only reason she died? Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out no matter the cost. Well, don't you already know? Sonia told you. I guess they're gonna give us Sonia's thing, but shouldn't that have just been a time to pick which evidence piece? Oh, actually, the Sonia is not one of the things I have. This venue curtain. Oh, interesting. Motel room key maybe is what I want. Just 2 seconds.
Why did Hyoko?
I just want to see which bullets I have here. So we got the Wizard of Monomi. I don't think that has anything to do with why Hyoko went. Blood of the Souls. I doubt that has anything to do with why Hyoko went. Motel room key is probably it, because it makes it sound like if she had the key on her, she left the area of her own volition, I guess. And I have a scrap of thick paper, nah, and music venue curtain, meh. Maybe that has something to do with it. I think I probably want to use the key, but I don't understand why. Sorry, why did Hyoko
Go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
I can agree with the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the
I
killer.
can agree with she got abducted.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
I think, sorry, I didn't mean to shoot there. Probably the key proves that, right?
I agree with that.
I don't know why Sonia's testimony wasn't used there. That was like the most
Just
helpful
as Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
way to explain. Although I guess the key more likely proves it, because it proves that she went out with the intention of returning.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Fair.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Oh, I didn't realize Hyoko had locked the room she was staying in. Did it say that? I mean, I guess it makes sense that she would have, but I did not remember that. But knowing that makes sense, yeah. She locked it before going out, so she wasn't
You were the one
abducted.
who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, Akane. Interesting.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
That's what this is about.
This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because Akane, we want to find the truth. We don't want to die.
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
I can't wait for this. All right, which ones all we got? Steplighter, candle, smudge on the floor, Mikon's account, surveillance vehicles. I guess Sonia's account. Why would she go there in the first place?
Inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something.
Oh wait,
Killer
my
forced her
super.
way-
Oh, okay, hold on. I just went down, down, up, and it didn't do the extra damage thing, so I lied. I don't actually know how it works. Oh god. Oh, this is difficult.
Forcibly abducted her.
Wait.
The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
Sure. Wait, sorry. What?
Hyoko's room was locked.
Carry on. No, I disagree.
She was deep
I mean,
inside her kimono, remember?
there's no way she was abducted.
It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
It's not like it was hard to
Killer
fish it
was
out.
the
So
one who
it's
locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
difficult to do with it so wrapped in there
There's no
deeply.
reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Probably.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one
Oh, I'm
reason
not supposed to
her
break that,
kimono
right?
would
So
be
I
that
forgot what I was supposed
messed
to do
up.
when it's one that I don't think it was
She
right.
fought the killer. That's
Ah,
proof
I did
she
it
was
again.
abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
Maybe, not sure. Sorry, I had to. So this is the final stretch of Akane's argument. She's finally revealed her ace in whole. So I when it comes that fast, I don't have time to actually process what they're saying. And I always end up cutting the orange ones by mistake, which I'm not supposed to do. Sorry. She said that's the only reason why her kimono would be all messed up, right? And then she said she probably fought the killer. So what I'm supposed to say is Sonia's account on that's the only reason her kimono was all messed up, because the actual reason her kimono was messed up because she was having trouble tying it herself. Okay.
Hold on.
I mean, I figured it would be
Remembering Hyoko's body.
Sonia's account,
Her
but I just wasn't sure
kimono
how.
was all messed up.
Doing. Oh no! Wait. Sorry. No. Okay. I can put it on. She fought the killer because there's a different reason it was messed up. Sorry. It was messed up. You're right. I can't disprove that.
Try remembering Hyoko's body.
You're right.
Her kimono was all messed
So I
up.
leave it here, right? Is that right?
There's only one reason her kimono
Right.
would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
There's a different reason. Okay.
Allow me to cut through
It's confusing
those
the way that's laid out, but that one made enough sense.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
You know what? That rebuttal showdown was actually kind of fun because they actually appeared in an order that made me have to choose slashes carefully. It wasn't just like, and then you have to use the hidden mechanic to deal extra damage, otherwise you lose, even if the words are easy to hit. That approached feeling like I'm playing a video game.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
I'm astonished with how
That
good
is
this
why
trial
I
is so
informed
far.
her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
We're not going that far.
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Every day, we creep farther away from the stars and enlightenment. The Lady of the Cosmos will not be pleased with us. Kazuichi, stop. Please. What must I do? Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
It was an incidental
Though
encounter.
That may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Jesus, Kazuichi.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion
You're
sense.
being a problem child.
You want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
So sounds like to me.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
killed Hyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
I think I want to hear what you have to think about it, Mikon. Do you have any idea what the killer was thinking?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. Pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Well, you told him to shut up, didn't
Am
you?
I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
That's a fair
So that's why I
call.
think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Great, but that does, it is slightly a different take on it than we thought, right? We'd already were pretty sure that she didn't commit suicide, but we hadn't considered that the possibility that she got blood on her soles while she was standing where there was blood pooling, but then she was carried, set up somewhere else. And of course, doing it that way basically says that what we saw on the video was not her killing herself. That was something else, because if she was walking around with blood on her footprints, then we saw that person with the bag on their head doing in the video, there would be blood trailing everywhere. So that basically proves that wasn't her, right? I guess that's probably what he actually wants us to figure out from
Are
this.
you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
There were no bloody footprints on the stepladder. You see, it's not something we've finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had her blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... Doop-a-doop-a-doop, boop, boop.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
You noticed it too, right? Otherwise you wouldn't have brought it up. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
What if I said I remembered it wrongly? What would you say then, Mikon? Would you protest and say, no, that's how I set it up?
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. I'm pretty sure what we're getting at is that was Mikon doing that. Just to get us to run over there and find Ibuki's hanging body, rather than she somehow forced Ibuki into it then. And that's why there was no blood left, because that was... Mikon didn't have any blood on her shoes. And that's also why Ibuki's hair was not visible, even though it was when we found her hanging. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Oh, thanks.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Thanks, Chiaki,
I'll
for
definitely
not
try.
piling on the pressure. If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it! I'm not quite sure what the next point we're going to get at is, though. How is the candle removed? Hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Or just that the stepladder didn't have blood on the side like the one we found does.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Which means there should have been
Even
blood.
so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
There was another
It's
stepladder?
possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Because there were two in the storage room.
Are you saying there were two step ladders?
but where would you
Did-
find
did no one
another
notice that?
stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
That is incorrect. Roll the clip, please. There are two stepladders next to each other. Thanks, sweetie.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different.
We're gonna get
Am
to the
I
bag
right?
now?
That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, then the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime... Oh, are we talking about the curtain now, or are we saying that the video was recorded in a different place? Actually, I'm a little confused now about what we were saying. Is that thing the place where the killer did something? Is it Hangman again? Are we getting at curtain? Oh god, what the heck? Hanging curtain? C-U-R-T. That doesn't really work, does it? I can't count the letters while I'm doing this. That's ridiculous. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. H-A-N-G-I-N-G. Hanging could be it. C-U-R-T-A-I-N. Hanging curtains, I guess? Let's try that, I suppose. Well, there's a lot of F showing up all of a sudden. Let's try hanging curtains. If H doesn't work, then we know it's not that. It could be curtains, I guess. Or moving curtains, like it could be fixing curtains. What's the question again? What's the difference between the video and I saw in the actual scene? I mean, let's just try every letter here. Okay, M isn't it, and F. There's a lot of M and F going on. Okay, F is it. Fixing curtains, maybe? Nope. I mean, I've got so much health that this basically does not matter if I pick the wrong ones. So I may as well just start adding things in. Fim? Fig. Nope. I feel like the second word is probably curtains, but... Alright, we know it's not G. Feel... Look at this. I don't think that works. Oh, filming location? Is that what we're saying? Okay, filming location. That's why maybe one of the things I thought they might have been saying. That's, again, such a weird way to phrase it. Or not that it's a weird way to phrase it, but there was no way for me to know that was how they were going to phrase it, I guess. So they were trying to suggest that they were filmed in different places. This, by the way, is not how Hangman works. You don't have to do it in order. That's not how that game works. Right. Well, now I just hope I have the letters in time. Yeah, give me that. And I guess I could leave the C around, hoping I get no sometime soon. There we go. Doink, doink. Yeah, doink. And yeah, doink. And yeah, doink. And Lucatian. And Oh, that was weird. Like double did it there. Anyway, that tripped me up so bad. Lucatian! Location! I accidentally disbanded that one, sorry. N, please, thank you. Boing.
I got it!
I couldn't think of a different location that could have been filmed, but...
Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
Given the way we're talking about it, that was one of the thoughts that crossed my mind, but I thought they were getting at the curtains by the time the Hangman started there.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
That's only because that's where we left it.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, they smashed it on the ground there. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Logic dive? But it's smashed on the ground in the... Okay, sorry. Maybe I don't understand what you're asking. And it's weird also, I had full health a moment ago, right? So, but the life is... it's like a different life bar you have in the snowboarding. For some reason. I don't really fully understand. Yay! Yoink. And... Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera, the monitor, or both? Well, I guess it would have to be the camera? Oh, I guess maybe both, but... Probably camera is the most important one. If what we saw was not the location we expected to see. Next, please. Next question, please. Hold D simulator. Next question, please. I'd like to stop playing Hold D simulator now. Next question, please. Thank you. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? Oh, well, they tampered with the one at the music venue if they moved the camera. Because if they messed with the one at the hospital, we would have, like, had a different... Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Anyway, I can't even explain why it doesn't make sense, because it just doesn't make sense if they had tampered with the one at the hospital. Zoom, zoom. And final question. Oh, sorry, there was a jump there that I... Didn't know you could go through the ramps. Okay, sorry, you have to slow down and then jump. Now I know. Or just go around, I guess. Final question, please. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance unit? Increase the signal, they took it with them. They increased the signal. Yeah, not likely. They took it to wherever they were going to change the filming location to. Which is what you just said, is it not? So I don't know why you asked me, but anyway.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video.
What I didn't understand is if they were messing with the film location, why did they then also feel the need to mess with the curtain? If there was no black curtain in the video we saw.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
No idea where, though.
Only
I
the
can't think of any
monitor
other
was
place
left
with
in
that
the music venue?
kind of, those kind of boards.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body.
I didn't
when
notice.
Kyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Sorry.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor.
I see!
If only there was some way to find that information
Killer
out.
smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
No, that
My
looking closer
attention was
anyway.
so focused on the body,
It just
that
looks like a
even
pile
I
of
couldn't
rubble.
have noticed something like that.
Even I, with my amazing
the moment
eyesight.
Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And I imagine they smashed it too. Yeah.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
I did not notice there was a different amount of
It's
rubble.
easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music thingy was amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, it had to be the same distance from, as the music venue or closer. The range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. I don't know this one. What? Something's room. Projection room, maybe? Projection. I guess, sorry. So, that's not what I meant to do. I don't see how... It didn't look anything like that. The floorboards are completely different, are they not? But if you say so. Oh, God. Come on. I'd like a pee, please. Unless it's not projection room. Or is it conference room? What were they calling it? Sorry, it may be conference room. I was thinking projection room, but because there was a projector in it, but that's not what it's called, is it? Yeah, okay, right. They made a big deal about the conference rooms and things. But it doesn't look like that to me at all. But it's the only thing that fits anyway. Conference room. Anytime you want, give me an E. Give me an E. I'm like a cheerleader here. Give me an E-R-E. There we go. Conference room. Conference room. Oh yeah, just let me get my health back there. There we go. Conference room. Room. Room, please. Room, please. Room, please. Thank you. Yo yonk, yonk. E, please, thank you. Boink, boink. They don't blow up all that fast, do they? Keep that M around. Yoink, yoink. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Okay, so I think what they're trying to get at is the curtains in the background of the video are meant to be black. And so then when the killer recorded it there, they were like, "Oh shit, the music venue needs to look black, so I need to hang the black curtains there." So that everyone thinks they've done it at the music venue. The problem is the curtains in the video are blue. If they had just made them look anything like the curtains in the conference room, that would have been easier for me to
conference room?
figure out what they were trying to
But
suggest.
the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Hanging the curtain in the music venue. But again, the curtain in the video was blue, not black. Or am I high? Oh, okay, no, I see. It's got a tint because of the weird candlelight, but it's supposed to be black. Okay, I thought it was supposed to be like blue or green. Okay, you know what? Fair play there. It looks black enough. To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make clear what that work was. You were going to need the curtains for that. So I was on the right track when they were all like, what did they change about the crime scene? They were talking about hanging the curtain, but I was a few steps ahead of why.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Why are you protesting so much, Mikon?
Which place
Just let us
resembled
figure
the
it out.
Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Yes. No, shit, that's not right. Sorry, I lied. It's the music venue that's supposed to look like the conference room by putting the curtains. I got it backwards. Other way around. Give me my health back, goddammit.
Which
I
place
shot before I
was that?
thought,
Did the conference
sorry.
room look- or did the music venue
Yes,
look like
yes.
the conference
This is
room?
what happened.
That must be it. What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out,
It is also a big black curtain like
it
that.
is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is...
It's not the same color.
as the music venue stage.
It's not the same color at all. But fine.
So the killer chose the conference
well, in this
room
shot it
because they
looks like it.
realized the floor matched.
Maybe it was the same color. I didn't look the same color in my memory anyway.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
I'm not sure what you're talking about now. I was kind of following before. Something to do with the rope, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's hear it. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's gotta be that. Make the music venue look like the conference room. Make the music venue look like the conference room. The candle? Maybe?
I can prove it with this.
Just with like the low lighting?
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
And doing it this way, they could plant a candle on the stage and be like, see, it was the same lighting as the video you saw.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Or if it wasn't this used there.
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Which would make it even easier, because we know Mikon was there during that time. She went out of her way to prove it. So it kind of makes it seem like she's the only one who could have done it
If
now.
I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner.
Don't beat yourself up over it. How could you have known?
But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far. and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
I had the same
But
thought.
this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Sure didn't.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
Nope, that was the killer pretending with their
That's not
matching
possible.
bag.
Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
And by the way, that's all the time we have for this video! I know, it happened so fast, didn't it? So, genuinely, so far, this is the best trial in the series, in terms of just, like, the logic making sense. There have been a few, like, outlandish turns, but within the realm of, whoa, what a kooky way to cover up the murder, rather than, like, there's literally no way that could have happened, and also you misled me all the way in the other direction. It's a shame that I'm sure they're gonna give a really stupid reason. Well, I shouldn't say I'm sure. I'm pretty confident there's gonna be a stupid reason for Mikon being a murderer. A stupid and upsetting one. But in terms of, like, gameplay-wise, this is almost unequivocally the best trial we've had in the series for me so far. Basically, every time where I was like, what the goddamn hell, it doesn't make any sense. Once they started explaining it, I was like, okay, there's a detail I missed that actually makes that make a fair bit of sense. Story-wise, I'm still not keen on, like, I feel like they're making it a little too obvious with Mikon, to the point that, well, at least it's not like Celeste where it's like she's supposed to be good at lying, and she just isn't. At least this is consistent with her character so far. This is not the kind of person who would really probably be good at covering up a murder. But anyway, yeah, logic-wise, I'm having, like, very few qualms with this so far. And there have been a number of solves where I don't feel like it's been too obvious either. I feel like they've said just the precise right amount of words for it to be cool. Not all of it, but in instances of it. Either way, that is all for now. Next week on the channel is some more of the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan, and next time here we're probably going to be finishing up this trial since we got a fair way through the post-suspension sequence, and it feels like we're zeroing in on Mikon here. And that is all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Kaguya left in. The same kind of technology, maybe. Was this all remnants of stuff from the celestial plane, perhaps? Now we're in the haze of Fuji around Kamui, though. Is that day breaking? So it is. Really looks any different. Looking another civilization. Ooh, the Moon Tribe again? Some more intel on them? Right here is Potter Depot.